Bali. So I'm going to make a stylized braid hairstyle. As you see our reference here, we are going to make this stylized braid hairstyle. And I want to remind you, as we check the area, so we'll have like 3 layers. The first layer is the braid itself. This layer, it will be first layer. And the second layer, as we did from the previous braid lesson, we'll have to create this braid lot, have to create this, and the third layer have to create this hairstyle. We have to create this. So let's start. First of all, let's disable this correction and we'll add another correction. We'll name it to Stylized Braid Hairstyle. And then we'll choose our scalp. After enabling our scalp, we need to create hair guide. So I'll need to use annotation. So I'll enable annotation here, and on annotation, I'll select a new layer. Go come to view. Let me add a new layer, and I'll choose color to red or to blue. And what we want to do, and the draw, I need it to be on surface. We want to create this reference image. So what we'll do, we'll have our hair. It will start from here. Let me take a look. The hairline will start direct from the second edge loop. We need to put like this. It change a little bit. Then we have where, yes, to come direct to the ear, and then go like this. Here, I'll come here. It will connect here. Or here, let's like it will drop like this to have a ponytail. After this one, we need to add a new. This one I'll choose, let's say here. This one will start from here to pass direct here the center. So it will be like this. It goes and it will drop downward. So it will drop here. And the last thing, we have this center one. So we'll come to row. We need to it will start from here, coming down right here, and it will come direct. And I think we need to delete this one. It will come here. This one will come direct here, and let's change here. This one, let's make it come. It will come. So it will be like that, and this side will mirror it. Want to tweak it a little more. What if we change the direction here? From here it will come this way. So this is how we're going to create a guide. So the next thing is to add. I need to add curve. Then here I'll use Bezier curve. So I choose Bezier curve. Turn to edit mode. I will delete everything. Here I'll choose a draw. So I need to draw this Bezier line. This is what I'll do. We'll have like first, second, and third. So here I start with number 1. I'll end somewhere here. So I'll start to draw it. And when it reaches this point, I need it only to create, they call it a ponytail. And I even here can enable front to see it. So here I'll go to draw, and I'll draw the second one. No, my hand is shaking a little bit. So to this point, want it to come here. I'll fill and I'll remove 1.x vertex. So I choose this one, I'll scale just a little bit. And this last one, I'll extrude it down. The last hair guide to build this. So this is how we add these shapes. So we can even add a mirror modifier. Let's come here on modifier. Let's generate mirror modifier, but we need to put this point in. We select our head, shift S, cursor to selected, then we'll shift select this, Q, origin to 3D cursor. So this is our mirror. The next thing that we'll do, I need to divide this hair guide to be separate. So I'll select this one, I'll P, and come to the next and select this one, I'll P. So we have this 1, 2, 3. After doing so, the next thing that we need to do, we need to apply like this one. Let's apply a mirror modifier. If it's work, it does not work. So we'll remove mirror modifier here. Here we'll remove mirror modifier. So we'll select this one first. I put the name Stylized Braid to be number 1, and the number 2 Stylized Braids 0.2, and this one will be the last one, Stylized Braids 0.3. So we start tweaking this. So we start with number 1. We can even use the last braid hairstyle we made here, but we'll start from scratch. So what I'll do, I'll convert these things into hair curve. But before that, let's select all of them for backup. Shift D, and we'll put them into separate backup. This will be backup hair curve, and they will disable this layer. So this one, we select all of them and they go to object, come to convert. We need to convert them into hair curve. So hair curve. Then we go into edit mode. We see how sharp they are. Before we convert, we need to subdivide them a little bit. Subdivide like twice. So this is enough. And then we come to object, convert into curve. Alt S. So you see now they're somehow smooth. And the thing that we forgot to take a look, we have to look for the curve direction. So we'll undo, and you see all our curve, they face backward. So this is good. If the curve we are facing here to the forehead, we need to change them to switch the direction to face backward. So from here, I can convert them again into curve, convert into curve, hair curve. Then we'll add trace. The next step, we select this one. We need to parent all this braiding guide to the scalp. So we select first, second, third, and then we'll select the scalp last, and we'll Control P, object to surface, touch cap to surface, as you see now. So here we have a surface deformation. Here it is, and here it is. So from here we can hide surface object. Then we come to the first curve. We'll add a new geometry node. We'll name it to Stylized. We'll enable fake user. So from here, the first node that we must create, it is curve. curve profile, come to hair, then go to right. Here we'll point 0.1 for now. And then the next node that we'll use, come to add to hair, then you go to generation, duplicate node. We'll reduce the radius. That is enough. And we can increase number of duplicate to 100. Enable even thickness. The next thing that we'll do, we need to add a braid node. So come to hair, then guides, add a braid. As you can see here, the next thing that we do, we come to braid start. We need our braid to start there. So we'll put at 0.01 very sharp the beginning, and then we can play with shape. We can leave everything as it is for now. The next thing that we'll do, we need to add the float curve to control the shape of our braid. So we'll add utilities, then come to mass, look for float curve. This one will connect to the radius, and you can drop it a little bit down for now. Then we add a new node here. It is called a spline profile, which is on read spline. Yeah, spline parameter. Here it is. You connect the factor to value. Then another thing that we'll add, we come to math, go to utilities, mass, add mass, we'll put to multiply. Because we need small ones, so reduce it a little bit. And remember, for here, we need the root to penetrate our scalp. So I'll go into edit mode and I'll extrude a little bit like this. So now we'll produce the shape. But before this shape, you see the root does not change, so we need to change the radius here on duplicate. 0.001 or 0.005. Oh, this is too much. 0.2, 0.1, 0.001. So after making that radius, the next thing that we need to control, because this one is too small, it's not large, so we'll reduce the radius here. Let's increase it. And what if we reduce shape? And we'll reduce the curve profile here to 0.01, 0.01. And we'll increase the duplicate amount to 1000. And another thing, remember to disable. I see here even the tip that is within the head. So come here to our object and then disable front. Another thing, let's tweak this a little bit. Then we come to shape, frequency shape. Let's put to 0. Another thing that we can do here, let's play with the shape, our float curve shape. And let's see what if we add, search for Shift A, resample curve, we drop it here, and let's put it to 50. Yeah, it's good. And another thing that we can do, you see the tilt is somehow off, so we can even come here, we add Shift A, come to curve, right curve tilt, set curve tilt. And what if we start increasing it? Yes, I want the tilt to be like this. So 45. Then we can put, and we need to control this a little more here down. Yes, we'll increase the shape a little bit. And what if we drop it here? And we'll increase it here, reduce it here, and so this is what we get. So I'll copy everything. I'll come to curve hair guide tool. I'll select this one and I'll add a new geometry node. Put here, and I'll search for PLC. And what I'll do here, I'll just duplicate it to 0.2. And because we need to use duplicate, because there are things that are different here. The first thing, we need to extrude it a little bit down here, like so. And you see we have different color here, as you see the radius here, so we can try to increase a little bit. You see how I push it. Then another thing that we do, we need to tilt it. It's somehow off, so we'll come to tilt. Let's leave at 0, or let's mute it. So I'll go, I think this one is good, and I can play a little bit with this. So I'll GX, yes, or I'll undo it. Then I'll play this tilt from up to this one. Then I'll Control T. It's not working because we are using this set curve tilt. So I'll go manually. I'll adjust it a little bit. GX, just move it a little bit. Yes, this is good. So we can do the same. We can copy this name here. It is here. Then we will add the last hair guide. And here we will add a new geometry node in above the surface. So here we'll search and we'll duplicate it to use numbers. You see, even the tilt here is off, so we'll leave at 0, and we'll go this one. Remember, disable in front, and this one disable in front. So in here we'll extrude this lot. Extrude. Here I want to play with the tilt. GX. Yes. So now we've already created our braid. After doing so, the next thing that we need to do, because it won't be simulated, so we'll just use a mirror modifier here. We'll select this one and we'll add new geometry. There's no mirror modifier, but what we can do, we need to put our cursor to center, then Alt D, then scale X -1, then select this one and this one all together, Alt D, scale X -1. So now you see, this is what we get now. So the next step is to add this. So now we'll go into our correction, and then I'll select the scalp. I'll add Shift A, add a new curve, hair curve empty here, I'll name it to root stylized hairstyle. So this one, I'll direct to go into scope mode. Choose scope. I'll start adding the hair guide. I'll use add. This you'll see it's too long, so I can reduce it a little bit here. I say 0.1. Yes, 0.1 is enough. Here in front, I will enable X mirror. So I'll start from here and I'll comb it. And I'll add another one here. But when I add new, I want to disable the shape. So adding another one. So I'll keep adding them. When I'm done adding them, I'll come back. So I've added the hair guide, the root stylized braid to the entire braid. And even last way here, I can add the last one. This side, and shrink it a little bit. Then you comb it. Go into wireframe and so this is how you add hair guide to your braid, the root, as you can see here. But remember, we can fill it later on because we're not done. The next step, we'll go into our modifier panel, we'll add a new geometry node. Let me be above the surface, and then we'll copy this name, geometry node here, and we'll name it to root stylized braid hairstyle. Enable fake user. The first step in here, we add a curve profile, come to hair, then right, set hair curve profile. It need to be on 0.01. You see how small they are, they don't feel this. So we need to add a duplicate. Come to hair, then generation, add a duplicate. You'll duplicate it too far, then you will reduce. Enable even thickness, and we'll crank up the duplicate amount to 100. Yes, 100. And let's reduce the radius a little bit, 0.05. That is enough. 0.0075. We'll fill up them later on. And another step, we need to, you see, our guide, our root are too far from the scalp, so we need to attach them to the surface. So we'll come to hair, then go to utility, attach hair curve to surface. And remember, here we select our hair scalp at the surface. Here it is, and come to a hair scalp, then copy this UV map name, and we'll go back to this, the root hair, come to surface UV map, and here search for named attribute, and attribute, or paste the name here. So now you see this duplicate have been attached to the surface. So if this is without and this is with. Another step, let's add material. So here I'll choose this, we'll choose all of them, this, and this. Then we'll come to choose last, come to here, link material here. So come Control L, link material. So the next step, in here we can add curl, or we can add frizz to add a little noise to this hair. So in here I can use frizz. So come to hair, deformation, and frizz. That over, so you reduce the amount to 0.05. Still too far, disable cumulative offset, and come to shape 0.1, and we'll keep reducing the amount to 0.01. Yes, 0.01 is in case enough, and we can reduce it more, 0.0005. This is enough. And you see this one is hanging above, so we can even can look for it. So I think it is this one. They can, and you can come to comb this root that are above the braid. You can see this one. So next step, you see here our hair a little apart, but when they come here to the braid, they are attached to each other. So what we can do, we'll add a clamp. So come to hair, guide, then look for clamp. But it is, the shape is 0.5, but let's put negative 0.5, negative. I want it to be vice versa. I don't like the shape. So what if we take this before the, so this is enough. So after correcting the shapes of our root guide, the next thing we need to fill these gaps. So I'll start adding, and I'll add it here. And then I'll come back when I'm done adding this lot. So after adding the guide, you see it takes a lot of time. So after that, the next step, we need to add this third layer, this here. So to add this third layer, we select our scalp. After selecting a scalp, Shift A, then come to empty. Already added here, it will call it, we'll copy this name and we'll paste it here. It will be underscore stylized hairstyle. Thereafter, we'll come to Control tab, come to scope, and the scope will use our density. So let's take a look at our density. We increase it to 0.2, 0.5. I think this density is enough, so we'll add the hair here. Remember, let me undo. Remember to enable X mirror. Like this, we'll add them here, and we'll do it like this one. After adding the hair, we'll come to waist. We'll brush a little bit to reduce the length. And remember, on your length, come to scaling, you can reduce it a little more here. We need our minimum length to be like that. And they will come like this. And this top one, we can reduce the length a little bit. What next? We need to comb them a little bit downward. The next step, we come to a modifier panel. We'll add new geometry node. We need to be above the surface deform, and they will copy the name here, and they will add it here. So in here, I'll just use your node. First node will be on curve profile. Come here, right, set curve profile, it need to be 0.01. Then another node, you will use the duplicate node here, generation, duplicate, we'll reduce the radius to 0.01 to 0.005. Yes, this is now. And another node that we'll use, we can use curl. Let's use curl here. Shift A, come to guides, use curl, and on curl we can increase the subdivision to 2, then curl start 0.05, then frequency you can pump to 5, then let's play with radius to 0.005, radius 0.005, then this curl start let's put to radius is now curl start, let's put to 5 or 2 is enough, and the frequency we can pump it what about 20, and let's reduce the radius a little bit, 0.2, and we'll increase the duplicate amount to 50. And let disable use existing, and decrease it a little bit, 0.05 to and 0.1. And here on top we can even reduce the length more. Yes, after that let me disable this scalp, so I can let me link material, Control L, link material. So this is how you create a stylized braid hairstyle. And here, from here, maybe this down here, you can use even the previous lesson that I did to add braid accessories here. So I won't do this on this lesson, but you can take a note into the previous lesson to add any accessories on the tip of the braid. See you in the next lesson.